let them go away. Water your own garden and focus on growing that. And that's when you'll attract the butterflies. You can't go pursue people, friends, romantic interests. You can't pursue those things and those people in your life and try to attract them to you when you have no foundation to bring them to. You have to focus on yourself, and you have to improve yourself to the point where you can sustain that and you can give them a person to lean on. This was my biggest issue. This ultimately is kind of what led to the downfall of my relationship, was the fact that, I didn't have much to build on. I just kind of was just cruising by and I had no purpose. I didn't have a garden to keep the butterfly around. So she left. And that's just the blunt truth of things. Like, you have to have that foundation if you want to sustain relationships. So grow your garden, fertilize it. Make sure that the soil is nutritious and your plants are growing strong and you have good bases going up in place. This process comes from loving yourself and supporting yourself. You have to do that for it to all fall into place. It's really hard to build your own foundation when you don't even like the spot your garden is, like the spot that you're planting your garden. You have to like yourself and you have to really enjoy your own company and be proud of what you're doing and take the steps that you want to take in order to, build that dream life and stuff. If you want to be ambitious, like, that's the way to do it. So I will not be ready to date for a while. I think that I've learned a lot from this and I have a lot to figure out and a lot to grow before I can start dating again. This is where I'm going to put that process into place and really focus on bringing improvements to my life so that I can be stable for my next partner. So, man, I'm kind of chugging through the shift. I'm not going to lie. It's been pretty light. I stayed up later than I wanted to last night. So I'm still working on that, I think I went to bed at like 10:30, 10:40. So I need to lock in. I was playing Siege with the boys, which is valid, until like 9:30, and then I was like, all right, I gotta wrap it up. And then like I could not put the phone down, which is just such a weakness, and I'm kind of punished myself today for it with the lack of sleep. I've been relying on this bad boy, Rain Orange Creamsicle or Dreamsicle. Tough flavor, by the way, but this has way more caffeine than I normally intake, so I've only had like about half of it. Just kind of sipping on it, but yeah, today's break meal is the classic grilled cheese and tomato soup, since that's just kind of my little Thursday entree thing. So my pick of the day for Thursday, for real. But yeah, I've been keeping really busy. I've had a really busy and productive timetable, which I'm proud of myself for, because I wake up at 4:15 in the morning and I go to work until 1 o'clock, and then normally I'll hit the gym with my friends, and since they're still in high school, like, I have to wait for them to get out, so I go and park my car in the gym parking lot for like an hour or two while I wait for them, and I'll just edit my videos and try and get my long form posted before I hit the gym, and then get like my story posts on like my Instagram and my TikTok, and then I will go work out with them. I'll get home, try and edit and chop up my long form into a short form, and have that stored away for like anywhere from 8 to 10. It's kind of when I try and post those shorts. And then after I have that taken away, then I have my free time, so like I'll hang out with my friends and stuff, take a self-care day. But what do you guys know about Casino by Baby Keem? That is a fire album. I've been listening to it a lot lately and I really like it, to be honest. So just thought I should throw that out there. I Am Not a Lyricist is like peak performance, bro. I love it. It's my favorite Baby Keem song. I don't really listen to him too much, but I love that song so much. So I mess with that. I've also listened to Thank Me Later. Find Your Love, I believe it was called, is a really fire song. I also listened to, what else did I listen to? I listened to a little bit of Certified Lover Boy, which is peak. I listened to Scorpion, which is a pretty good album. Been listening to a lot of Drake lately, like a lot. I didn't really listen to Drake that much, but I've been put on by one of my friends, and he is really good. I like his music, so I've been listening to a lot of that. But that's just my little like personal dump. My topic of the day, I guess, was pretty short because that was just kind of what was polluting my mind this morning. I was kind of thinking about this idea while I was at work. Like, I was really struggling this morning, and I don't want to like self-disclose too much, but I am on antidepressants and stuff, and I can kind of like notice when they kick in based on like my thought patterns. So like I was really kind of struggling for the first hour or two. I could not stop thinking about her, stuff like that, just thinking about like, oh yeah, like she's gone type, but once a few hours passed, I was like thinking to myself, like, okay, like this is where you work on your garden, and this is where you grow and lock in and better yourself for the future and stuff like that. And then like my thought pattern started shifting from like, imminent doom to hope. But so that's kind of where I got this video idea from. It's not much of a long concept, but grow your garden, like I saw this from Shimon Davis. Love that guy. I watch him all the time. I was really, really watching him a lot, like lately. So go check him out because I kind of aspire to make my content similar to him, in certain aspects. Like, I love that guy. So go watch him, shout out to him. But I saw a video of his where he was talking about kind of growing your garden and bringing the butterflies, that's kind of where I've got the concept from. So, grow that garden, like focus on the controllables, which I know I've said previous, but like in this concept and context, control what you can control, stop worrying about what you can't, improve what you can control, and the rest will fall into place. I'm very tired. But I'll keep pushing through. I only have like 2 hours left on my shift, so not bad at all. Probably just eat my break meal and then play some Brawl Stars or something. Like I said before, if you want to talk about music, talk about Brawl Stars, kind of anything, hit my comments up. I've been really good about replying to every single one, just because I don't get very many comments, so it's pretty manageable. So start some discussions. I would love to have a conversation with you guys and kind of get to know my community. I really love what I'm doing here. Like, I noticed that my burnout has kind of gone away from doing this because I feel like I'm actually doing something with my time and having a purpose now. Like, you guys give me a purpose, and I am so grateful for it. Like, I've had like my spiritual awakening, and I don't want to like get too much into religion and stuff like that because like everyone has their own views. But I am just so blessed and thankful to like have you guys and like be able to make this content. It's really like empowering, and it lets me know that I can do something. I can help you guys out and really just be there and offer my advice. So I'm very grateful for that. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching it and supporting it. You guys keep me going. But yeah, I don't think there's much more to say. That's just kind of an update with my life and a little rant about growing your garden. That's how you attract people. You can't attract someone just by ultimately your energy will be optimal if you stop focusing on chasing other people and start focusing on just bettering yourself to the point where people chase you. Now, I'm not saying that people will chase you, you know, like you shouldn't do it with that expectation, but I'm just saying, like, you have to better yourself in order to magnetize other people. That's all she wrote. Take care, y'all. Love you guys. And peace out. Stay blessed.